Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, I bring to you the one-man band! All right, woo! Yeah, one-man band. That's it. That was just one man playing that?
No, wait.
One man.
There was one man? Damn. Is that what they call you, the one-man band?
I think so. I don't know. He called me one-man gang yesterday. I think he thought he was a King the African Dream or something.
That was a blooper. That was a blooper.
It's all right. It was fun. I liked it. I'm not as big as he is, but I'm close though.
Well, that remains to be debated.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. Damn.
And so it begins.
That's cold. Man. That's cold.
So let's get another song in, huh?
Another song in?
Another song. One more.
Let's see.
Let's go on some 8-bit jams.
You're never with this problem, are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. I would like to speak without the guitar, please.
Yes.
All right.
Sorry.
Welcome to our secret virtual location, the Gamers Attic.
Yeah.
Blue corner, occupying a combined hard drive space of 1,000 terabytes. He is the reigning, defending, electrifying host with the most lives and unlimited continues. He is Player One!
Woo! Player One is back. Hey guys, how's everyone doing today?
Woo! Yeah.
Awesome. Welcome to the Gamers Attic Show. I am your host, the host with the most lives and unlimited continues. I am Player One, and here with me is Captain Bogy.
All right, how you guys doing?
What's happening?
Listen, I have missed being being on the Gamers Addict Show. I took the warp zone from my house. I made it here, and I can't wait to see what this next hour and a half is gonna bring us. So I can't wait. I am hyped, and get ready for Little Bogy's Corner. All right.
Oh yeah.
And to Bogy's right, the one and only brand new co-host of the Gamers Addict, the one man band.
Hey, girl, what's going on? How y'all doing? I have missed this show. It has been way too long. I am so happy to be back, just like Bogy said, and Player One. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. It's been months. It feels like months.
Yeah.
Maybe it has been, but I am ready, and let's get this going. It's gonna be so much fun.
It's been way too long, and I am so happy to have you guys all here today. We're gonna have a big giveaway, and
Wow.
yeah, big giveaway today. We're giving away a Marvel Legends toy
Woo!
and a $25 gift card.
That one?
Yeah, that one right there. Check it out.
Look at that, man.
Really cool.
Wow.
That's
Very nice.
Look at that, man. It even has articulation. in it.
Shadow
right.
Star.
So right now, here watching us live, we got Empire Tricky, Valentino Gonzalez,
All right.
Crazy Della, Chris
Yeah.
Gameplays.
Yes.
We have
All right, peoples.
a lot of people on right now.
Props.
Beautiful.
Props.
Thank you,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you.
And I really appreciate you guys. Today, we're also celebrating the 1 year anniversary of the
Whoa.
creation of the Gamers Addict.
Un año.
Our group
Wow.
page started 1 year ago, September 13, 2017.
Wow.
And it's been a great adventure ever since. So let's get down to some business, guys. So let's start everything off with a joke. Does everybody like jokes?
Oh,
Of course, man.
like good jokes.
That's what makes the world go round and round.
My stage manager likes good jokes, so if he laughs,
Oh.
you know it's funny.
He never guaranteed it was going to be a good joke.
That's
He said
true.
A joke.
So here's the joke. What advice did Zelda give to Link in case he couldn't open a door?
Don't vote for Trump.
No.
I think that might be funny. His answer.
Oh, he did have to fight Ganon.
Oh.
No, not at all. What about you, man?
I don't know if I find some keys or.
No, the answer is a Triforce. Triforce, you get it?
I'll get it later on. What's the next one?
Well, that was just a joke to start it off, but I have
was
some
good, it
cool,
was
I have
good.
some cool video game facts for you guys that you guys may be
Yeah.
interested in hearing.
Let's see.
Let's get it.
So, listen to this. Here's a fact. Atari 2600 came out in 1977 and was officially supported by the company till 1992.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow,
That's a 15-year
1977 is
lifespan.
I didn't know that.
A long time.
Because by then I was playing Super Nintendo
Yeah.
and Sega Genesis.
yeah.
I was still playing Atari, but I thought it was like 80s.
Yeah.
Early 80s.
You know, you were playing with ladies at school.
Not yet.
Well,
Well, I don't know.
that's a story for another time, right?
Here's another cool fun fact. The Commodore 64 was the most popular computer ever made. Parents bought it for their kids to help with homework, but kids were more interested in it for the video games. And you could also program it to make your own indie games.
Really?
Nice.
So there was a lot of programs people were using, a lot of indie making with the Commodore.
Now, what year was this?
I'm gonna say this
Late
was
70s, early 80s?
like mid 80s,
Okay.
probably 1985 around there. So,
Okay, so the video games that they would be able to make were like very simple.
you know, Atari-like.
Okay.
With the
Still, it's cool. So the very first console was the Manavox Odyssey, released in 1972.
Yes.
It displayed only black and white graphics and had no sound.
What?
I think that,
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken, I think
No, I never-
you can actually put like some graphics on the TV display itself, and you
Right.
played games with that. That's
I
how.
had an older dedicated Pong machine too.
Wow.
Older than that. I just played Pong and like racquetball.
Oh, I forgot to mention, guys. Old School Al is here. He's
Woo!
here in the
Right.
Gamers Attic, the secret location.
Yeah.
Old School Al from the Warp Zone. If you like He-Mans, G.I. Joes, Transformers, Thundercats, he's here.
Wow.
He can tell you all about them. So,
Yeah, man. In the house, in the flesh.
You're talking my language. Everything you mentioned, that's what I grew up
Yeah.
on.
that's right. Now, did you know that the Sony PlayStation was the first console to sell 100 million units?
Before
Sony
Nintendo.
PlayStation.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
First console. Here's another fun fact. Did you guys know that Ghosts and Goblins featured the first ever fake final level? You had to complete the game again to reach the true ending. So you had to complete the game twice.
That game is brutal just alone.
Yeah, ask Ian Scott, because he plays that a lot. He's one
He
of
does,
our
I've seen him,
members.
yeah.
And yeah, for him it's easy.
Oh my god.
So
That's...
here's another fun fact. The Power Glove, one of my favorite video game accessories, was featured in the 1980s movie The Wizard, which included these awesome lines. I love the Power Glove. It's so bad.
I wonder if he meant if it was bad as in good or if it was
Like it
bad as in
didn't work.
terrible.
No, it's definitely good.
I think you can find your own interpretation. You
Yeah.
probably thought it meant good.
You know.
Wow, this thing is bad.
Player one. Was that your favorite video game accessory?
Yes, it was. It was my favorite video
Wow.
game accessory, the Power Glove. And then I would have to say it was Rob the Robot.
Oh.
How about you, Captain Bogy? What was your favorite video game accessory?
You know what? If I were to have the Atari joystick right here, I think I would be in love again.
And you, one man band?
I guess if I had to choose, I really like the Super Scope on the Super Nintendo. I remember one of my neighbors had that, and it was a beast of a machine. Took a lot of batteries, but it was a lot of fun. We had a game called Battle Clash,
Okay.
and that game was fun. Like, that was a Nintendo Zapper on steroids.
So I'm gonna give a shout out to
Nice.
Chris Gameplay's channel, Chris TV199. Okay, so there you go, brother. No, I have not announced the giveaway yet. We're gonna do it in a little bit, so just stay tuned. So here's another fun fact. The first Lego game to be released was Lego Island, a PC game that let you explore, interact, and even design your own vehicles.
Nice.
So old school out. He would have probably loved that. Fun fact, the first racing game was called Speed Race and was released by Tatio, did I pronounce it right?
Taito.
Taito, for the arcades in 1974. It came with a steering wheel and was considered innovative for its scrolling graphics.
Was that meant to be called Speed Racer, and maybe they couldn't do it because of copyrights or something? Or
Maybe. I mean, hey, if somebody still has one of those, maybe in their
Taito.
old school garage somewhere,
Yeah.
take a picture and post it up on the Gamers Attic.
That's a great company right there.
Fun fact, the Xbox achievement system came with the release of the Xbox 360. So,
I think I vaguely remember that.
yeah.
Can I mention something here?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Good night.
We're really starting to take it out here on the Gamers Attic. So Ultra Bay Gaming saying, can you pin the giveaway winner down below?
Oh, okay. Yes, I will definitely do that during the. I guess I'll put that in there.
Well,
Yes,
there
I
you
will.
go. Good suggestion, and look at that.
Thank you.
Player one, Axe.
So here we go. Next thing, Alucard's top 5. So if you've never been to Alucard's page, Retro Alliance Gaming, he has a very awesome page where he talks about video games, and he is, I consider him to be a master gamer because he's played almost everything.
Yeah.
So he always sends me a list every month of games that may not be as well known or games that, you know, people kind of don't know about. So this is the list for this month, and coming up at his 5th pick is RoboCop versus the Terminator. This game came out for the Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, and Super Nintendo. Never played it.
I have.
You have?
Yeah. It actually played better than the original RoboCop. When
Okay.
you couldn't jump and you can only move forward.
Yeah. Koosh, 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 koosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so coming in at number 4 for Alucard's top 5, Phantasy Star for the Master System. So I've played Phantasy Star, great game. I've never played it on the Master System. I think I played it on the Genesis.
Yeah.
Must be, I'll check it out. Number 3, he put 2 games, and they're from the same line. Lunar, the Silver Star, and
Ooh.
Lunar Eternal Blue for the Sega CD.
Classics.
So those are legendary games, and
And command a very high price as well.
this is why I want a Sega CD so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, the video game itself?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
so rare now.
Yeah, like the PlayStation one, like if you have it complete, is like at least $200 or $300.
Probably more. I think.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
think. Doesn't Dan the Man have that game?
He does. He
Oh.
does. Yeah.
Yeah, Working Designs is no longer around, so they're that's
Yeah, very valuable.
they were rare to begin with, and that's an amazing game, but it's pricey.
So coming in at number 2 for Alucard's top 5, Guardian Heroes for the Sega Saturn. And then coming in at number 1 is Shenmue for the Sega Dreamcast. And yeah, that's a very great game.
That's a masterpiece.
Can I make a suggestion?
No. So like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by my co-host. I'm sorry, go ahead.
TGA. Can you ask Alucard, how does he find these video games that, normally everyone does not know about, and, how he finds these to...
Well, he has, Alucard has plenty of time. He's awake 24 hours a day.
so you're answering for him.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
I think he's given him
You can
permission.
ask him to see what kind of research he does.
It doesn't matter what time of the day I get up, Alucard's always awake. Doesn't matter. I'll hit him up with a message and he'll answer right back. I don't know how he does it. I mean, he is a real vampire.
All right, so Alucard, if you could share a little bit of, how you find these real hidden gems.
He has quite a
That'd be
bit of
interesting.
games. So in a surprise twist today, I just found out that Telltale Games, one of the big makers of some really great games such as the Walking Dead series, Game of Thrones, Back to the Future,
Batman Telltale.
Batman
series.
Telltale series, they just shut down completely. About 250 employees were laid off, and it's a big blow because one of their last games that came out was The Walking Dead, the final season, and it looks like they're not going to finish it because only 3 of the 5 episodes came out. So that's a big blow to a lot of people who purchased the game, digitally. And they were also going to release, Stranger Things by Telltale, and it's not going to happen now. So big blow today to the gaming industry. I'm surprised.
Was there a mention as to why they had to shut down?
There's not a lot. It's just from what I'm reading is that there was a lot of spendages in the company, and the company was putting out a lot of licenses for all these big movie companies that they were making games about, and they just weren't making money. Okay,
Because it sounds like they have a lot of great titles.
they do,
Hold them over.
they do, but those great titles cost a lot of money.
They do.
So
That's a shame.
it's real unfortunate.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Hopefully another company maybe takes it over.
do you want me to look at these and mention once in a while?
You just reminded me about companies taking over other things. Do you remember Kingdoms of Amalur?
I've heard of it, yes.
THQ Nordic picked up
Oh,
the,
okay. Cool.
the property.
Oh, well, that's cool. I mean, I never played it, but I know of it, and I have heard stories of those games, and I didn't know that the company who originally made it went defunct. But the fact that THQ Nordic took it over, that's great. Another series that I know I actually was very fond of, and I know they're no longer around, EA Visceral. The Dante's Inferno, that was one of my favorite games on the PS3. And I was hoping they would have done maybe a sequel on it or a remaster, but I don't know if that's going to be picked up or whatnot. But that would have been a perfect game for the PS4 since all these remasters are coming out. I think that would have been pegged for a perfect game to come out. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I hope. I'm holding out hope.
So we got Empire Tricky here saying, I wasn't a big fan of the Xbox.
Yeah,
Oh.
I have to agree.
Didn't you like Xbox?
I like all consoles. I don't have. I lean more towards the PlayStation nowadays because it's so user friendly with like YouTube. But I have no hate for the Xbox. I really like it, and I've had one for a long time, and I have 2 actually, and they work perfectly. I haven't had any issues with them, and I enjoy their games just as much as PlayStation. I do like that Sony does release a lot of exclusives, and they do really well with that. But I mean, I don't hate on Xbox. I'll hate on Captain Bogy, but
Yeah, he likes that, but I get him back. Don't worry.
so guys, thank you so much. That's the first segment of our show, and we'll be right back with Old School Al here on the Gamer's Attic. Hey guys, welcome back to the Gamer's Attic Show. I am your host, Player One, the host with the most lives and unlimited continues. And here in the Gamer's Attic, we have Old School Al.
Whoa! He is here. After so many times seeing you on video,
Yep. Oh, I'm alive.
you're real.
I'm an actual
He's
dude.
real.
He's real.
Oh my goodness,
And
he is.
I won't melt. Don't worry.
I thought it was one of the, Player One's fake friends.
His imaginary friends. No,
He has no real friends.
I'm real life. I'm real life.
He's real, guys. He's real.
Yeah, and by the way, my favorite video game accessory was, or is, the old Intellivision IntelliVoice module for the B-17 bomber. Remember that? And Tron's Deadly
This is actually
That was my favorite old school accessory. I had to throw that old school plug in there, keep it real.
I remember that.
So, yeah,
Nice, nice.
television.
What year is that?
I'm probably 85, 84, maybe before that. Yeah, because I think
You
I
are
can-
old school now.
Oh man, I'm old school now.
So if you guys have watched the Gamer's Attic YouTube channel, we have a series called The Warp Zone.
Yep.
And in that series, we go on adventures looking for toys, comic books.
Yep.
We go to places like CJ's Comics, Nowhere,
Tate's Comics.
Tate's.
Nowhere. Yep.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. And Old School Al, he knows his stuff. So Old School
Thank you,
Al,
man.
you're welcome. So how did you get into this? When did this start?
Well, I mean, all my life, my dad collected coins and stamps back in the day, and I played baseball, so started, collecting baseball cards and memorabilia, football cards, non-sports cards. Non-sports cards leads to comics. Comics. One day I was at a comic show, and buying comics, the old McFarlane time, the time of
Nice.
Spider-Man 300, and real good era, real good stories, and Infinity Gauntlet and Web of Spider-Mans and when
Talking about language.
the death of Spider-Man with Kraven the Hunter and all that good stuff. So during that time, I was collecting, going to conventions and shows, and buying comics. And one day I look up on the shelf, and the dude has the trash compactor from the toy Death Star from the 70s from Star Wars. And it just brought back a slew of memories. Oh man, I had that. That was the coolest and this. And then I just started with that one piece. I bought that one piece, and I'm pretty sure I overpaid for it. And then little by little, started going to everything from thrift stores to garage sales. So even like some old secondhand video game stores would always have some toys and stuff like that. And toys, games, the melding of stuff. I always wanted like the old Commodore, the old Intellivision, the IntelliVoice. I remember having all that stuff and just trying to reacquire it, as I got a little older and I had jobs, financial stability.
Nice.
What would you say your biggest deal ever was? Like let's say
man.
like you went to somebody said,
Brother,
hey, Old
dreams.
School Al,
Look,
let's trade.
Let's start with my dream. I would have dreams of like walking through a Lionel Play World. We talked about Lionel Play World earlier, and like just seeing like when you see those pictures of the setup of all Star Wars and He-Man and action figures,
man.
and just like going and throwing them in my cart, and then you'd wake up right when you get to the register. So that was my dream. Like I always like wanted to collect toys and the toys that I had and stuff. But I got into it like that, and I guess Star Wars are my favorite of the toys, the ones I probably collect the most. But it's not the only exclusive thing I do. I collect like GI Joes and Black Hole and Buck Rogers and Battlestar Galactica and all those old sci-fi titles like Flash Gordon and things like that. Just old school cool stuff. E.T. I saw your E.T. right here. We can put a little pulley and see if he says
Still works.
boom. Yeah, that's awesome. I was with you when you got it. Stuff like that, man. All old school toys from the 80s, maybe early 90s.
It's just a feeling it brings
Yeah,
inside of
man.
you when you have
And
it.
I was telling you, I had a party at my house once, and I had Superman,
Once?
beautiful girl. I had a few at my house, just friend and wife of one of my friends, and she melted when I showed her an old school ET lunchbox. She turned into putty, dude.
Wow.
My brother had this, and there's so many good memories of growing up in her childhood.
Sure.
And I guess it's to see that reaction in somebody else. I know you did. You had it when you walked into the warp zone.
Man,
You freaked
let me
out.
tell you.
And you
woke
guys
up
are all
something
welcome to
inside
come in the
Thank you,
future.
man.
Maybe do a future episode. I know
Thank you.
producer Ron's been there, and we'll check it out, man. I'm sure it'll evoke something like you had this, I had this, I want this. So that's why I do it and how I got into it, and My favorite is really hard to pinpoint because I like a lot of the different things. I guess Star Wars would be,
Star Wars would be.
the driving force that got me into the toys, back into the toys and stuff. Cool. But I'm into all of it. I'm into comics. I like Amazing Spider-Man a lot. I like McFarlane Art and Jim Lee and those guys, and I appreciate all that stuff.
And baseball cards.
Baseball, yeah. So I played baseball growing up. I, played a little baseball. I was lucky to travel. I paid for college for me too. So I've met a lot of people through baseball. So I got a pretty nice memorabilia and autograph collection too. I still have my son playing. He's training yesterday. He just trained Big Bobby's son. So I have like a little hey, every once in a while, hey, hook me up, give me that, send him a baseball and stuff. So just trying to keep that autograph collection going.
So you weren't in the movie The Sandlot?
I was not in the movie The Sandlot, but I was in Invasion USA. Chuck Norris movie. I've been in a Chuck Norris movie. Yeah,
Really?
When I was in high school, I used to be an extra.
See, you're joking. He's not.
I'm not joking. I was in
Let's make it a
Invasion
serious
USA.
show, please.
I was in the movie Invasion USA. I've been in what was that called? Chains of Gold with John Travolta.
Oh, that's good.
A bunch of
That's good
movies
to know.
that were filmed back in the day in Miami. Back in the early 90s, I was an extra.
Okay.
Me and my friends, we wanted, I told you guys, we kind of wanted to do something related to production and studio. And I was in the news in high school, in the TV news and stuff. And then,
Were you on 90210?
no man, even though I do have those sweet 90210 sideburns,
I was gonna say.
Jason Priestley, baby.
Yeah,
In the house.
I was gonna say if you were you in Only the Strong Survive?
No, I was actually
That was a
check
good
it out. Whenever you see Invasion USA, there's a scene of like Cuban rafters, how fitting, in the middle of Miami Beach, landing ashore, and like the bad guys show up and they go, "Welcome to America." Next thing you know, they spray us with machine gun. And we had to sizzle like bacon and fall and
Oh,
God. So I did like Bobo, background acting. Like they pay you $100 and you were there like 8 hours in the sun baking. But when you're 19 years old, you don't care.
So besides collecting autographs,
Yep.
you've been in some
I've been
movies
in
as
real
an
movies.
extra.
I've been an extra. I was actually even once a featured extra because it was a baseball movie, and that was with what's this guy in Armageddon? Steve Buscemi.
Oh yeah.
And the guy from it was for HBO. We really thought it was going to take off. It was for you know how they do The Sopranos and they do the HBO series.
Yeah.
They were trying to do a series called Baseball Wives. So they had me, an ex-baseball player, be a featured extra. So whenever the actor who was totally never played baseball in his life, he threw like a girl. So they would have us from the background, like they'd make you up to look like the other dude and to play catch and throw and hit. So I was a featured extra. So I've done that a couple already. Nothing, no big deal.
Cool. Hey man.
Now, how many video game talk shows have you been on?
Well, including this one, just his 4 or 5.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're
That's
number
it.
one.
Number one right there.
You're number one on this list.
Yeah.
I had to ask something like that.
Oh man, that's awesome.
So if you guys like toys and have something you may think is of value and you may want to trade with old school
Always willing to trade. I'd rather trade than buy, guys. So
yeah, send us an email at gamersaddict2017
or
Gmail.
questions. If you have questions on any, what's this? Is it cool? Is this worth it? Because sometimes there's a lot of remakes and fakes and things like that. Some of my friends, they want me to go into authenticating. They think that since I have that knowledge of toys, that I should go into those CGA, be a grader, and be those people who can tell fakes and forgeries and stuff like that.
Are you thinking about it?
I guess, but we have real bills to pay, and fantasy jobs are nice, but the real job is you kind of stumble upon that. I would love that, and who knows? Maybe in the future, it does happen.
So question, if you can share with all of us, what would be some of the top things to look for when looking to see if something's authentic or fake? So what would you say?
Tampering.
Okay.
A lot of people like to Sharpie when they pull the price tags off. They like to Sharpie that, and that's already been tampered.
Okay, listening.
Like that. If you send that in to get graded, it won't get graded. Any little crack in the bubble also won't be gradable. Even a modern figure that you send in, even something like this, you send this in to get grading, and this is cracked. They no longer consider it sealed. So you gotta be careful because you don't want to send your piece in $25, $30 submission, then they just send it back cased for you to keep your money.
Wow.
So yeah, they say, hey, this is open and we can't grade it. So that's number one. Reputable source, guys, because don't buy from Pepe's toy store.
Oh no,
Buy from
I get
people.
everything there.
Buy from people that are reputable and have good reviews and stuff like that. Because people do
Reputation's
tamper
important.
Good,
Yeah.
good reviews.
People do tamper with things, and so be careful. There's a lot of authentication services like CGA and PSA and all those things that you could count on. But even those, I've seen people pop them open carefully, take out the good graded card, put a similar but lower value card in, and re-glue them carefully.
Wow.
So even that, you gotta be really careful. Wow.
And look for the future for the next company that's going to do grading. OSA.
Yeah, old school. Exactly.
Old
school authenticators.
Get ready.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just real quick, I was going to ask, but what would you say is your holy grail or the most difficult thing you've ever found in your collection?
Wow, I found a couple of difficult things. I found a couple of things that that would be considered rare. Like that, and that's to answer to piggyback on that. You had to ask me what was like that one time that besides the dream. One time, a guy said, "Hey, I got a bunch of toys in my shed. I'll give you $80 and you clean everything out and take it with you." They paid me to take all these toys out. It was really hard work, and there was a lot of crap in there and roaches and stuff. But I did that. I got paid once to pick up a guy's shed and take his toys home. He lived right behind Old Playwood back in your hood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
And did you find anything?
Yeah, man, I got a skiff out of that. An old Power of the Force skiff. It was incomplete, but it's a couple $100 piece when it's complete. So, and throughout the years, I found most of the pieces. So yeah, I've hit the lottery a couple of times, and that was in the maybe late '80s, man. That's probably '89.
Wow.
Back in the day, I've been collecting a long time, and those things are few and far between nowadays. Whenever you find anything in a garage sale, even it's mostly modern. There's no more.
You got a fan here
No
calling
more
you,
old stuff. What's up?
calling you by name.
Who's that?
Ultra Bay Gaming.
Ultra Big Gaming. Oh man, there's people from the old my game, but they spelled my name wrong. But that's all right. What's up, peeps? Probably people that know me from the hood.
So what would you say is, like, let's say like you made a deal, right, on a piece, right, and you went to sleep that night, and it was like it was a done deal. This happened to me, right, and then the next day, like you wake up,
Regret, buyer's remorse.
yeah. What would you say was,
What do you mean? Like, has it happened to me?
Yeah, has it happened to you?
Well, my brother sent in a piece to get graded once, and it came back that they couldn't grade it like unauthentic because it was like the bottom bubble was cracked.
Oh.
And he has a hairline crack that you couldn't even notice, and it was right at the joint. So that I felt bad. He spent the $30 to get it graded. They sent it back in a case, but without no grading and authentication. And they basically said, "Hey, it's fake." Well, not fake. We can't because it's that same situation happened. But buyer's remorse, I've had it a few times that I bought something, and then I probably could have gotten that for $5 less or $10 less. But then I start thinking, what would I rather have, the toy or have the $5? And I easily get over it.
Okay.
So yeah, the money, I found it's easier to find $20 than it is to find some of these toys. So even sometimes you overpay for it, it's just, it doesn't, they're not out there. They don't exist anymore.
and it's not like the value will go down, right?
Well, again, I don't only do it for the value, and I don't think you guys do it either. Okay, because nobody's getting paid here. Look at this setup and all the thousands of dollars in equipment that we spend on this stuff.
Oh well, they don't get paid either.
Right. Okay. Well,
Yeah, man, we gotta talk about
That's you and your unlimited lives.
That's
We got
the joke. That's the joke.
We're gonna start charging those
We
unlimited
got
lives.
pizza and water.
Yeah.
You're looking even
Not
at
even
that.
caffeinated Coke, huh?
Water without the cup.
And no ice. That's all. We gotta work on that. We gotta work on the catering.
Yeah.
But yeah, buyer's remorse, man, it happens. But but you have to. Let's try to win the majority of our deals.
Exactly.
We're not gonna win all the deals and all the bargains. What I always do tell him whenever we want our bargain hunting, and I always say no to the first offer. He says $10, 7, boom. I just knocked 30% off the price. You're probably gonna say yes to 7 instead of 10.
Right.
So, but 30% more in my pocket, another $3 that I can buy another toy with, or another action figure, or what have you. So I always say no to the first offer. That's one of my ways to avoid your buyer's remorse, and try to locate it in the price point that you're comfortable paying. But we gotta do more, man. I got that itch again. We haven't been to CJ's or any of our cool usual spots in a while, man. We gotta do it. We gotta find some
Yeah,
old school piece.
we gotta do it because that runs in my blood, and I have
Always.
to, yeah.
Speaking of goodies, man, I know you have a little theme going on here, and I brought some stuff out of the warp zone to show.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Fresh from the warp zone. Ooh, it's warm.
Yeah, man, that's just
Dang.
Chipotle.
It's almost sizzling.
Oh,
So I brought these because I know that you have a theme going today.
How did you get it out of here?
Get it out of there. So we're gonna bust some out of the extra wrappings and everything. I know you guys you can pass those bad boys around. Got a little Mortal Kombat thing going later
Look
on
at
in here.
that,
So
man.
this one can come out. There you go.
This brings back memories.
Yeah, man. So these are Mortal Kombat figures from the Warp Zone. They are from the early 80s or 90s. 94. They're not that.
Is the dust authentic too?
The dust is authentic and it comes
It's got
in
nice.
free, man. So maybe later on you might want to take some photos of that.
And it's got the rating.
Yeah, man. So these are some of the those old Mortal Kombat figures. These were actually considered GI Joes.
KB prices here?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
So these are Joes, but you know, I guess from the Mortal Kombat line.
Shang Tsung.
Look at this, how
Finish
cool.
fight. Finish it.
For what year is this? would you say?
94.
94, wow.
So these are like at the tail end of GI Joes, but they are considered Joes.
Yeah,
Sonya Black.
I've seen the G.I. Joe
Oh,
Street
Blade.
Fighter figures.
And
Bloody.
And it says
Fight.
like G.I. Joe on, really cool.
But these are like, you know, the Mortal Kombat version.
So it's the same company, right?
Yeah, Hasbro.
Hasbro. Look how cool, guys.
So yeah, brother. So I brought those. I knew you were
Rated.
a Mortal Kombat
Fight.
fan later.
Cool, we can display these.
Check them out. Those are going back to the Warp Zone, though. So.
Sub-Zero.
Can they fight like right here in front of us or
Play simulated fight.
similar? Okay, I can just like smash spots.
Please don't.
Yeah.
No, Bogy, this is not prehistoric times, okay?
Yeah, okay.
This is
We
not
have
like your
tech-
house, that
Alright.
cave that you
We
live in.
have technology.
This is awesome, man.
Yeah.
Ooga, ooga.
So yeah, that's what I do. It's not just Star Wars. It's Joe's. Mortal
You know what
Kombat.
this particular one articulated reminds me of? Snake Eyes from
Yeah.
G.I. Joe. I
They
remember I
probably-
bought like one of the
They
first
probably used the Snake Eyes mold because they would recycle all the time, and Snake Eyes is that with a black paint job.
ones. Yeah,
And,
exactly.
you know, and then they do that all the time.
So here's Sub-Zero. Fight!
You want to check them all out? We'll leave them out here for your next segment. And however you
Well,
like.
actually, we're gonna come right back
Yeah.
and old school. Wow.
Yep.
Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome,
being
brother.
here. It was amazing to
It's my
have
pleasure,
you.
man.
First
My pleasure.
time in the game.
All right, old school out,
Old
man.
school out.
In the flesh,
Yeah,
real.
Hey guys, glad to help your show. You know, hit me up, comments.
And if you want to see Old School Al back here in the Gamers Attic,
Yeah,
leave
man.
a comment. Let us know what you want to see. If you want Old School Al to bring any other
Yeah.
figures, toys,
What else, man?
board games, he'll bring it here and he'll show it to you. So we're gonna take a brief 2-minute break and we'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to the Gamers Attic Show. I am your host, Player One, and I am here with Captain Bogy and the one-man gang. Band.
Man gang.
I'm swearing I'm about to say
Man gang.
One-man band, okay?
Oh, one-man band.
One-man band.
Sorry.
It's alright, it's alright.
And we're back with Bogy's Corner.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, and gaming fanatics, welcome to Bogy's Corner. So now this is episode 7.
Episode 7. That's
So
right.
this is the 7th game that I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys. So what is Bogy's Corner? For those that have not seen it yet, I'm hoping that you guys do backtrack and check out some of the other ones. So Bogy's Corner is about my experiences in video gaming. It's not as extensive as a lot of these guys, because these guys play some amazing games out there, but you know what? I just have my little picks here and there. So since the 1980s, I've been playing video games. My first and one of my most favorite ones is Pac-Man, all right? And that's Atari 2600. So favorite game console of all time, PlayStation. I stick to the PlayStation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 soon, but up to 4. So PlayStation is my one, the one I go to. Now, what have I covered here? So I went first starting off with Pac-Man. So I covered, that was my 80s game, my favorite game. Then Metal Gear Solid for the 90s, Max Payne for the 2000s, Minecraft for the 2010s, and then I kind of went back. So in 1980s, Donkey Kong. Who hasn't played Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong, wow.
All right, Resident Evil for the 90s, and that was Resident Evil 2. And today, I'm gonna go ahead and share Driver 2, which came out in 2000. So, Bogy's Corner, I'm working on the Facebook page, which I got the blessing from Player One. So hopefully there'll be a Facebook page we'll attach to the Gamers Addict Show and kind of put just the episodes there for Bogy's Corner. So look out for that soon. So now some details on this video game. Came out November 13th of 2000. It's a drive-in action genre game. Creators and developer Reflections Interactive. The publisher was Infogrames. Platforms on the PlayStation and the Game Boy Advance. And the modes single player and multiplayer. Now this was released in North America and Europe. Gonna mention something special about it a little later on.
A question. The creator of this game was, you said Shiro?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry, I looked at your screen there, but
No cheating. So developer Reflector.
Is that how your unlimited continues?
Burn!
And everybody wonders, why does he wear sunglasses indoors?
it just. Let's get down to business.
All right. So you might be wondering, why did I enjoy? What's so
With friends
memorable?
like these, who needs enemies, huh?
What was so memorable about Driver 2? So let's see. This was the first time playing a game of this type. Handling was realistic. Now, for those who has played Driver here, Driver?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
No? Okay. Well, listen, the driving, it was so realistic.
Yeah.
You pressed X for gas, I believe 0 for brake, and you know the car itself, and there were like 70s cars that were used, and you know you took a curve, you better know how to accelerate and hit the brake, or else you would lose control. So it was really cool. Sound effects really added to that. Then the storyline came behind that. Now you can even feel the difference when you were driving on the street and then driving on grass. I mean, you had to make up for that difference. The competition modes, there were, aside from the actual game itself, there was actual competitions, like timed ones, where you would have to go from one spot to another. You remember that?
I've never played this game.
Oh, you didn't play it? Oh, you haven't played it?
No.
Wow. You're missing out on a little bit of, actually, I would say, driving experience where, I think Driver was one of those first ones that really kind of, gave this kind of experience.
Well, real men play Mario Kart.
Okay. I never played it, so that really tells a lot about him. So, and let me tell you something. When I first got to play this game, and I'm going to have to give a shout out to my cousins James and Alfred. I played in their house. I can remember. I picked up that controller, I started playing, and I just couldn't stop. I could not put that controller down. Even when I wasn't playing the actual game mode, story mode, it was just discovering and looking around all the cities and that they had to offer. So that was definitely a very exciting game for me. So the story plot, Driver 2. So this is the game that I'm covering here. Driver 2 is a follow-up from Driver 1, and the 4 cities that it involves is Chicago, Havana, Cuba, Las Vegas, and Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So the storyline, the plot takes you through all these different countries and cities.
Cool.
Now coming back from Driver 1, we still have Officer Tanner. Now he has a new partner called Tobias Jones. Now they have to track down and capture a sleazy mob money laundering guy called Pink Lenny, who was the only survivor and witness to a bar shooting, and also has to discover why his involvement in this is having Chicago gang violence go up. So that's kind of the plot line, and these guys are chasing this guy Pink Lenny all throughout these different cities and countries.
So I'll ask you a question. So
Yeah.
this game has a story mode. So is it you like in the car the whole time, or does your character like get off and?
Good question. Driver 1, and I got to play that one quite a bit also. Driver 1, in that one you could not get out of your car. But again, pretty much had all the dynamics that got transferred to play Driver 2. Now in Driver 2, you were able to step out of your car.
Okay.
Now it wasn't as extravagant as
Mario Kart.
No. I heard that's for boys. But no, as was it a GTA? Grand Theft Auto?
Grand Theft
Yeah,
Auto.
Grand Theft Auto, when they came on the scene, you know, that one definitely kicked some butt. But still, for the time, Driver 2 and, you know, what it could do was a lot of fun. Now let's talk about the characters. So our first character, our main character, is John Tanner. He's an undercover NYPD officer. He's incredibly skilled in driving. He was born in 1973, and guess where? Miami, Florida, out of all places. And he's described as a dark and quiet, unforgiving character. His partner, Tobias Jones, is his partner in this game. There's not much backstory on him. And some of the other characters that are in this game, you have Pink Lenny, who's that money laundering scumbag that they're trying to catch, but he's just gets away from them, of course, until the end. We got Alvaro Vasquez. He's the leader of the Brazilian gang.
That's your cousin.
Thank you. Solomon Kane is a mobster from Chicago. He runs Chicago and Las Vegas. And then you have Charles Jericho, is one of Solomon's henchmen. So you see those guys quite a bit throughout the storyline of this video game. So here's a timeline of the video games of Driver. So Driver 1 came out in 1991. That one called You Are the Wheelman. In 2000, Driver 2 came out. That one was called Back on the Streets. 2004, you got Driver 3. 2006, Driver Parallel Lines, again for the PS2. 2007, Driver 76, and this is the first time it came out on PSP. 2011, Driver San Francisco, that one made it on the PS3.
Wow.
2011, Driver Renegade in 3D. And 2014, Driver Speedball Paradise. Now, unfortunately, you know, the Driver franchise, you know, kind of started going downhill. But I think the biggest and strongest ones were probably the first few drivers, and that's kind of really what made their name.
Well, there's Driver 2018 Player One Highly Guarded Edition.
Oh, really? Okay.
Is that the one where you just try to hit everything you can?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it only sold one. Didn't you buy it? You have it right here.
I think.
All right.
And I think they returned it.
So the gameplay is a lot of tasks that are given by the kingpins, because again, these guys, Tanner and Tobias, they're going undercover. So they're kind of, you know, acting like underground criminal, you know, people that are, you know, trying to get and infiltrate inside the gangs. You get to explore the open world freely. So that's, I'm telling you, I got lost just doing that. I didn't even get to the actual game after who knows how many days. I was just driving and driving, so that was awesome. In Driver 2, again, you could get out of your car compared to Driver 1. You could steal cars, so you could get out of one car and jump in front of another one. And didn't the characters look at it? Was kind of funny because, you know, they were very pixelated,
choppy,
you know, very choppy. Yes.
And you go like to yard sales and get good items like Star Wars figures and stuff and put it in the trunk of your car.
No, I think that was the Driver Hialeah.
That was the extended gameplay, like DLC content.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. The replay system could help you make and create movie-style videos. So you can actually capture
I remember that.
And you know, you can do copy and paste, and it gave you different camera angles. So you can actually, you know, take different camera angles and stitch together a nice little video of your gameplay. You can also visit notable landmarks in cities.
Oh, yeah.
For example, in Chicago, Navy Pier and Wrigley Field, you could drive around it and stand in front of it. In Havana, La Plaza de la Revolución and El Capitolio, so you can actually drive through them. Oh boy, already? Let's see, what else we got here? So, got great cutscenes to move the story along. The modes you can play is the undercover, take a ride, checkpoint race, pursuit mode. I love the one where you know, you're going after other guys and you got to crash them until you know, they're destroyed.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And I had great competitions with my cousins. We really had a great time to see who had bragging rights that night. All right. Let's see, most notable achievements. Let's see, it was number 7, most discussed PS1 game of 2000. Number 6, most shared PS1 game of 2000. IGN's Douglas C. Perry wrote this. In the history of driving games for PlayStation, nothing comes close to comprehensive, deep, and thoroughly pleasurable experience that embedded deep in the heart of driving. You see, you missed out, buddy.
High praise.
Right?
High praise.
Deep in the heart, man. Let's see, best ever PlayStation game. This was according to Ranker.com.
Wow.
So for them, from thousands of games that were created for the PS1, they actually ranked Driver 1 and Driver 2 as the top games of all time for PlayStation.
So you're saying that I have?
Lofty.
Where is it? Is it right here?
Yeah.
This is one of the top,
Yep.
top game on the PlayStation?
Ranker.com, look it up.
Wow.
All right, let's see some bonus facts, fun facts. Driver franchise was inspired by movies like 1968's Bullet, starring Steve McQueen, and 1978's The Driver. Bogy fact, Driver 1 was the best-selling game of the franchise. Bogy fact, Driver had 4 sequels and 4 spin-off video games that didn't do too well. Driver fact, Driver 1 was almost banned in the UK, and the reason was because they thought it might promote dangerous driving in their country. So it was almost banned because of that reason.
Means it should have been banned here in Hialeah.
Question. Didn't one of
Yes.
the driver games take place in the UK? Or was that another
One of
I think that was the Getaway.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, Getaway, yeah, that one
That was
is
the Getaway.
The
a
Getaway.
spin-off.
Yeah.
Bogey fact, open world environment. Driver was one of the first video games to create this style of video game play. So that kind of open world where you can just walk around, drive around, go city by block by block. All right, so here we got, so without looking, look straight at the camera. I got some, oh, that's right, you didn't even play the game. All right, so for my boys here that have played the game.
All right, let me.
The title, so here's Bogy Battle Bragging Bonus Trivia. Are you guys ready?
All right.
So the title that came out for Driver was, in Driver 2, Back on the Streets. Now question, what was the title known as in North America? So the game that came out was called Driver 2, Back on the Streets. But the title that came out in North America was what?
I thought it was just Driver 2.
Let's see if they know. Anybody know that?
So the question is, when Driver 2 came out, it was known as Driver 2 Back on the Streets. Now the North American version had a different title. What was that? And I'll come back to it.
It's not Captain Bogy Honda Civic Edition?
No, not at all. All right, so question number 2. Driver was inspired by what 1970s cop show? 1970s cop show. And if you haven't played it, you might be able to still guess.
Chips?
Close.
Chips was from the 80s. That's
SWAT.
No.
This is one for old school.
Wow.
There were 2 partners.
Dukes of Hazzard?
No, there were
That's
2
not cop show.
detectives. Cop show.
Siegfried and Roy?
Candy
No.
Lacey.
No, keep on going. You guys are almost
What was
there.
it, Miami Vice?
Yeah.
It's from They had a show from 1975 to 1979, and they had over 92 episodes on ABC.
Rockford PD.
Starts with S.
Oh.
It's this guy and that guy.
Starsky and Hutch.
Starsky and Hutch. Yes.
I have some Starsky.
Now there was a 2004 remake, right,
Old
with
school
Ben
Steve
Stiller.
has
And
lunchbox.
Owen Wilson.
Yes.
Do it.
See,
All
the
right.
Luke Wilson, I'm sorry.
All right. So anybody give an answer to the first one? Nothing. All right. So the one for the first question, the question is, what was the title known in North America? And the answer is, The Wheelman is Back. So in North America, that's what they call it.
I knew
The
that
rest
one.
of the release, yeah, because you probably got it there. All right. Now, before becoming an NYPD undercover officer, Detective Tanner did what before? He was a detective for the NYPD.
Car thief?
Porn star.
No. No.
He had 3 girls in a Full House.
No.
Wow.
Now he's guessing.
Smart man.
Other Tanner.
All right. So
This
the
is
answer is he was a race car driver in the 1970s. So actually, that's what got him his undercover gig in Driver 1 when he was asked to infiltrate the mob and use his driving skills because he was like the best driver on the force. So yeah, he was a ex-race car driver. Now, question number 4: the soundtrack of Driver 2 uses what kind of genre and year of music? Soundtrack of Driver 2. So those that have played it uses what music and what genre and year?
Purple Rain.
Disco.
Huh?
Disco.
Disco?
I want to say
Maybe
it
to that was to another one of the drivers.
I
but,
want to say 70s.
good 70s.
And it
And
might
it
have.
was
It might have been. It might have been like some soul or.
okay, very close. So it did have some. It was
James Brown?
more 1970s car movie style music.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of car movies had this, you know,
Yeah.
so yeah, some jazz, some soul.
Yeah. I remember.
And the last question here is, who is the best Driver 2 video game player in this world and beyond? Anybody know who that was?
Driver 2 video game.
I say Jesus.
No, but close.
Jesus was a wheel.
The best Driver 2 player in this world or beyond.
Does not count the boat?
Ding, 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 ding. Good job, man. Yes, I was awesome. All right, guys. I guess this is my time. So thank you, guys. This was Bogy's Corner. Okay.
Bogy's Corner. All right, guys. Welcome back to the Gamers Addict Show.
All right.
I am your host, Player One, the host with the most lives and unlimited continues.
Wow.
And we're getting to the end of the Gamers Addict
Nice.
Show.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So ready.
So I'm excited because here in the Gamers Attic,
Yeah.
we have Scorpion here.
Oh.
And
Wait a second. He's that close. Where is he?
yeah, he's around here.
He is a bad guy.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, man.
He doesn't like good guys.
Yeah.
Hey, what's this?
Oh my god.
Oh, look who it is.
Mario.
Thank god I got here.
Some
on time.
Mario.
There's trouble in the Mushroom Kingdom.
What?
Trouble.
Trouble in the Mushroom Kingdom. I need you to come
Are you
now.
serious?
Now?
Yeah.
But I'm running a live
We're right in
show
the middle
here.
of the show, buddy.
Please.
What's
Is it
going
that
on?
bad?
It's really bad.
It's bad. Okay, well, I'm gonna warp. Guys, I'm gonna take a warp and I'll be back. You guys can take it from here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good. I got the notes.
What's going on? Okay, so I'll be leaving then.
Oh, boy.
What's going on?
That was abrupt.
Weird, man.
I don't know what's going on there.
Okay. So, guys, there's trouble in the Mushroom Kingdom, and it was so bad that actually Player One had to leave us. I'm not sure how bad it is, but yeah. So that was Little Mario, right?
I mean, yeah.
We had him on the show before.
Yeah, we have. I mean, he left in a hurry though, so that's I don't know what's going on.
So bad he forgot his mustache.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I guess he shaved today, a special
It
occasion.
must have been. Yeah.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe he doesn't know how to shave, so he had this trouble in the Mushroom Kingdom.
He forgot to use his mop.
Oh my God. RONWISE, do you have any idea what might be going on? Have you heard anything in the channels of RONWISE's social media?
Yeah.
No, share with us, because I think the viewers are just as surprised as we are.
What else could be happening with the Mushroom Kingdom? What always happens? Like, I don't know.
Well, there's-
something times.
Well, there could be trouble with one of the characters.
Which one? Which one? Who's the one that's always in trouble and needs Mario's help?
Princess.
Luigi?
The princess.
Luigi? Oh, the princess.
Most likely.
Oh boy. And then of course Player One, he's ready to go help the ladies.
Yeah, damsel in
So
distress.
he left right away.
That's why. Yeah.
Well, listen, if you can go ahead and let's say for this moment right here, this something drastic sound that will give a little bit of oomph to this moment here, that the Mushroom Kingdom is in trouble. Again, so bad, and we apologize, guys, that at this point, Player One had to run off. But yeah, that's here. Throw a little bit of darkness in there. Mushroom Kingdom is in trouble. We don't know what is going on. Super Mario came out of the warp zone. It got a little warm there for a moment. Yeah.
That was the song with it.
Kind of singed a few of my hairs on my arm. Yeah. Oh my God. That sounds like probably what's going on over there in the mushroom world.
Timer's running out.
Oh. Okay. Listen, I hope it's not as bad as right now what boy, the one man, I wanted to say gang. I wanted to say gang.
I'm gonna start dressing like
One man band is playing right now. I'm believe he's capturing this moment here. I mean, I can just picture player one running around, his glasses being all foggy, sweat coming down from his forehead. He's tripping. He just tripped right now. No, he's getting back up. It's okay. He's looking around. Okay, can you picture that? He's looking around. Oh, I think he sees what's going on. But why is he running backwards? No, player one, go help. No, oh, okay, player one just stopped. I think he grabbed the sword. Is that Zelda's sword?
I think it is.
Zelda's sword. He's cutting a piece of bread with it. Okay, I thought he was gonna attack whatever evil is lurking. Oh boy, he's back. There he is back. No, still warped. Wow. Well, let's see what we got. Let's see, we got just an NBA player has the sign of prayer. I guess praying that player one come back in one piece, or at least his sunglasses can come back, and the rest of him, whatever, can stay behind. Ivano Vieta with a smiley face. Hola, Ivan. Ultra Bay Gaming. Mexican Mario? Oh, without the mustache? Yeah, no, what happened? We have no idea. Let's see what else we got here.
What's going on here? Where's Sub-Zero?
Not here. You might be looking for player one.
Sub-Zero, I don't call
Player one doesn't matter to me. Captain Bogy.
Wait,
One-man band.
are you the reason why player one
What
left?
is this?
Where's Mario?
I'm confuzzled right now.
Where's Mario right now?
Mario doesn't matter anymore.
What'd you do with him?
That's for you to find out.
And what are you doing here anyway?
Where is Sub-Zero?
We have no idea.
He killed me.
You seem alive right now.
Yeah, you look pretty healthy.
Yeah, you look pretty tough too, man.
I'm here to exact my revenge. Are we in the Earth realm?
Yeah, very.
Move over and let me have a seat.
There you go. Have a seat. Come join us. I mean, what does Sub-Zero do to you? You seem pretty upset.
Ooh, I like these. Where'd this come from?
Oh, you can have him.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is this?
Oh Lord.
What is this?
Is that who you're looking for?
That's
Fanatics of Sub-Zero.
huh.
So I did hear of a specific giveaway.
Yeah. Do some of these look like you recognize them?
Is that Johnny Courage?
Yes, it is.
I hate him too.
Okay. Let's see about Sonia. She's pretty.
If you say so.
Okay. You don't like her either.
Now, Captain Bogy,
Yes.
what are we doing here today?
Okay. Well, we're doing a show.
Yeah.
Oh, so where is player one?
I think he was called to the mushroom world, and then because Mario said there was trouble, and I think you're the trouble.
I know you and One-Man Band and player one are hiding Sub-Zero from me.
I really don't know what you're talking about. We've been here doing a show.
Oh, no. We're not hiding him.
I mean, my guitar is called Arctic Dream, but it's not Sub-Zero.
I guess you can go back where you came from.
Yeah.
Oh, go back where I came from.
Yeah.
What about I send you back where you both came from?
Finish. No.
I'm from here,
fine.
so.
Yeah. I'm
Anybody
from
want to see a fatality?
No.
I kind of want to stay alive.
What do you mean, yeah?
Yeah. What are you
Yeah.
talking
Because
about?
you're behind the camera, suckers.
I said, does anybody want to see a fatality?
Yes!
Maybe on the video.
I'm on a raffle
not
drawing.
No.
I think I'm gonna make these guys pay. I don't trust them. Get over here!
Pause! Get him.
Full volume! Give me full volume! I need it now! That'll teach you.
Wow. Hey, good job, man. Knocked him out of here, man.
Vanishing.
Can't believe this pause button actually works.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that one.
There's no batteries.
Oh man, it must have used your magical Bogy energy.
Yeah. Oh, because this was from Bogy's corner.
Ah, that's why. Oh man, that was
Well, all right, guys. I guess we're gonna have to wrap it up here.
Yeah, I
Those,
mean, that was unexpected.
From here, I'm not seeing no player one
Yeah, where is he? Is he?
coming back.
I don't see him at all. Like, what's going on here?
RONWISE, you have any idea if you have any contact from the mushroom world and player one?
Let me go check my discombobulator.
Okay. Does he look like maybe he might be discombobulated?
I think he ate the wrong mushrooms. So sensing him a bit.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Don't tell me he's gonna grow an extra head.
Well, maybe that might be an endearing quality for him. What's going on here?
What is it? That's a color.
Technical difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know what you're gonna find here in Hialeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's,
Crawling around.
you know, you might find you could go anywhere and you know you find people with baseball bats hitting people in the street. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're talking about GTA.
Yeah, well, yeah.
There's a video game.
Well, there is a Hialeah version of that almost every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna have to go ahead and stop this segment here
Yeah, I mean.
because it does not look like any player one is coming anytime soon.
Hold on. I think I see him.
Uh oh.
Struggling. Running away from the cookie troopers.
Uh oh.
That's him running.
Tripping at the same time. I see. Good alligator.
Wait, is that his arm coming out of that water? Oh no, that's his butt.
Oh, man.
Okay. Okay. Wow, he's really struggling.
Yeah, he's alright.
What is he sweating?
How long was he gone?
Whoa! Did you save the Mushroom Kingdom?
Yeah.
Hey.
Guys,
So what the heck was going on?
there's major trouble.
Man, we
Major trouble.
We had major trouble.
Yeah, we
What
just
happened?
now
What are you
had
talking
major
about?
trouble.
Major
Goodness.
trouble.
we almost got fatality.
We had Scorpion come in here.
Wow, what's going on?
So was that the trouble? Scorpion came out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah,
Really
he
bad,
almost-
guys.
He almost
Really
killed
bad.
us.
But
What do you mean really bad? We had it really bad.
Yeah.
can you guys hear us?
I owe Bogy my life.
Listen, you need security
Yeah,
from now
seriously.
on.
Like, this is
What the heck was that? That
thank
was like
God. Thank God I
Hialeah-
had this with me.
That was a Hialeah Scorpion.
Yeah.
Next time you do a show, if you have security, I'll come.
Please. Yeah.
But that's it, because our lives were threatened
Yeah.
here on
Your
the show.
lives.
Yeah.
The whole futures. Everyone's life's at risk right now.
Well, but we're talking about us too right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
We're
like-
pretty important too.
Yeah,
Well,
you know.
you guys are okay. I mean, I don't see
Okay.
nothing happened to you.
If it
guys.
wasn't for this controller
Yeah.
and this man right here strumming like Back to the Future, we wouldn't be talking to you right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
wow.
We
We were about to be perished.
I think we're about to get toasted.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Scorpion was here.
He was talking about
Scorpion was
fatalities.
Looking for
and-
Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Where is he now?
Why did you steal his toy?
No, I don't steal.
Okay, did you take his toy? Because he was really adamant he
Yeah.
wanted Sub-Zero.
What was he looking for?
He's looking
Sub-Zero.
for Sub-Zero, and he was about to take our heads off in the process.
Yeah. And where the heck were you?
Yeah.
I told
At least a
you.
3-on-1 would have been a little better.
Yeah, easily.
There's something really bad happening
Something bad happened to us.
in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Well, what happened? What's going on?
You
I
taking
can't-
mushrooms again?
I'll have to tell you after the show.
No, not. Do you guys want to know? No. What's going on?
It appears that there's.
It can't be as bad as this.
Yeah,
what happened
we-
just
we,
now?
It appears
I think I'm
like
almost white right now.
Yeah, you just went back to black.
Yeah, take that.
it's really bad, guys, and I think on the next show it's gonna get even worse during our Halloween show.
Worse?
Yes,
Worse than one scorpion here?
worse than Scorpion.
I don't know what
How
to
can-
do
how
with
can
the
get-
Scorpion.
yeah.
Well, this guy's.
we need to
Well,
talk.
you know what? You need to rewind the tape and the video, and you'll see what occurred.
This
Yeah.
guy's big, but you know I made it out just on time.
Are
Okay.
you talking about Scorpion? Because he was big. He was right here.
Yeah, like literally, he was here in
Yeah.
the flesh, and majorly
Somebody
upset.
worse than
But you
Scorpion?
guys took care of it.
Amazingly, thanks
Yeah.
to his controller.
Captain Bogy, and I taught you everything you know. Everything, right?
Almost. It paused. That's
He
about it.
admitted
That's all you told me.
I
Everything.
mean, that's like, you
Yeah.
know, and luckily that helped. But
All right. Well, listen. the next time you have a show, if you have security, we'll come. But other than that, have a good time.
Wow.
Yeah, even RONWISE saying
That's scary.
there's no way. He passed by RONWISE when he got here, and RONWISE went down the stairs.
RONWISE went down the stairs?
Yeah.
I suspect it might have been a glitch attack.
No, it
Could
was
be.
Scorpion.
It was somebody. I mean, it was definitely
Well,
somebody.
glitch can take on many forms.
Well, he decided to take this for the form of Scorpion if that was the case.
Well,
and like I said,
I didn't sign up for anything like this.
yeah, I
don't
didn't
know about
either.
you.
I don't know. You know.
I mean, you're doing music, right?
I do music. I'm not here trying to get my head cut off.
Yeah, and I'm doing Bogy's Corner. I'm not doing
Chris.
security on
You
the
know.
Gamers Attic show.
I think if that were the case, I think we really
Well,
do need Sub-Zero here for,
You know what?
for protection.
Yeah, I think we might just watch
Look,
you in the
guys,
next episode.
Yeah,
we'll
I
come
think
up
so
with a
too.
new game plan to have more security measures here at the
Thank
Gamers
you.
Attic.
I'll take that.
Thank you.
Okay, that was a one-time thing.
Thank you. Good
At
job.
least I hope it's an only time
Hi.
thing.
How you
That
doing?
was.
Friday Nights at Freddy's is here.
What the heck is that? Oh, what's that? Was that the trouble you were talking
Pet
about?
monkey.
Well, this is another creature from the Gamers Attic.
I hope he's not. I hope he's not vicious.
But
Yeah.
I think now, guys, it's coming down to that time.
Well, he's about to bite you. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
See if he has his tetanus
Reach for a
shots.
banana.
he doesn't talk at all.
Oh, okay.